Hey everybody. I need to do a post talking about why I haven't been around for the past couple of weeks. I fell into a funk, a bad funk, and I was doing the worst things I could possibly do in the circumstance, and was not doing very well at controlling how I was handling the situation. And I think I fell into these old sort of self-destructive patterns of behavior. Um, but at least I'm out of it, and I think I've learned from what happened. So that's good. Um, Things were going well. I was doing my like 2 shake a day thing and all that, and I was losing crazy weight. Um, and then things started to slow down, which of course they have to, right? And that's fine. I had no problem with that. But then for some reason I kind of got derailed. Um, I don't know what really prompted it. I think maybe it was a combination of things. I think part of it was maybe seasonal. I think a lot of this kind of thing is going around lately, and there have been a lot of people talking about, how emotionally they're feeling kind of weird these days and stuff. Personally, I think part of it has to do with this season. Like, everybody's waiting for spring, and like still cold and crappy out and whatever. Um, Part of it was that. Part of it may have been hormonal. I got my cycle like over a week early this month, which is very, very out of the ordinary for me. And I think that the big drop that I had in weight, along with the hormonal fluctuations that come with that, weight loss and everything being kind of weird hormonally when you're losing weight like this, may also have contributed to it. Um, I started eating crap to make up. Like, I was feeling crappy, so I started eating crap. And then because I was eating crap, I was feeling crappy. And it just kind of went in a cycle like that until I just had enough, and I just had to completely overhaul everything. I had a lot of problems from the behavior because I was eating crappy food, food that was very carby, very fatty, gave me all kinds of problems. And not only that, it was extremely salty food. And my foot blew up like a football. It was like a loaf of bread. And it actually went from one foot and then even all the way over to the other foot, which hardly ever happens with me. I used to have problems with this like years ago, not long after I first gained all the weight. So, and then every once in a while it'll pop up, especially if I'm eating lots of salty foods. So my salty foods may be much more salty than the average person's salty foods. After you've had the MGB, they always say, oh, salt is not so much a problem, blah, blah, because your body loses salt faster, or it doesn't retain, like it doesn't absorb it as easily. But I think that the amount of salt in my diet is quite a bit higher than average. And so I have to really watch that now. It took me 3 or 4 days of being unbelievably careful with everything that I put in my mouth in order to get rid of that water weight. And the water weight was substantial. It was probably over 10 pounds of water retention, because I had actually gone up, my weight had gone up all the way back up to like 266, which is crazy. That's a lot. There's a lot of water, especially. As it turns out, now that the water is gone, I've realized that I was still losing weight during that time. There was just so much water retention that I couldn't see it on the scale. So I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh right now. I'm going to save that for my update. But I don't know. I'm glad I got out of it. It took me being scared, I think, to really snap myself out of that self-destructive cycle. I also want to say that maybe part of it had to do with emotional issues concerning the weight loss. because where I'm at right now is I've lost all of the excess weight that I gained with the medication that my doctor had put me on in the past year. And so I'm at right now where I normally am. Like my normal average weight from the past 10 years since I gained the weight was about what I am now. And so basically it's like I'm starting out right now. You know, because it's only from here on down that it's really going to be sort of like new, you know, weight loss. At least in a way, that's how I think of it. Even though I've lost, you know, a lot of weight, it's just that it had gone up so high and now it's going down again. So like one great thing is that I'm like back in my wardrobe again, which is really wonderful, because when I was at my highest, I didn't buy any clothes because I knew I was going to be having surgery, and I looked like crap. I was wearing, like, you know, the stretch pants, the like yoga stretch pants things, the loose ones. Like I bought a pair for like $15 and I lived in them for like 2 months. And that's not good. And I don't know, I find like now, even though I'm not going out every day, I'm still like dressing up more, even though I'm just at home. Like I'm paying more attention to myself, and I'm feeling better about how I'm feeling about myself, which is good. Back to the gym today, and I did really well. I did 45 minutes on the elliptical. I actually thought it was going to be difficult going back because I hadn't been to the gym in like over 2 weeks, which is really terrible. And I figured it would be like starting like new, but I guess the muscles were already still there. I mean, they're still there from when I was going to the gym before, in my legs, and I did better today than I have ever. I did 45 minutes on the elliptical, and I actually did, it was I think 5 kilometers of distance, which is awesome. I was really pushing myself, had some great music going, and so I was really into it and just going away. And I'm really proud of myself for that, and I'm proud of myself for getting back on track and learning that I need to find a more normal way to eat. I can't do like, you know, the 2 protein shakes a day thing or whatever. Like just not sustainable for a longer period of time, and I really have to learn how to eat, how I'm going to be eating for the rest of my life. So, you know, I've started that, and so far everything is going really well. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this week's update, and I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.